already have plenty of insurance, I have enough life insurance, in the back of your mind, you should be picturing the 5 things. This is how you always know what to pitch, right? If someone says, like, we got Joe here, says, I have $200,000 worth of coverage, I'm good. Joe is good. You know, so that's what happens. Now, not this Joe. Like, so, but basically the idea is this: like, if someone's like, you know, like, we all sit down with clients, right? So we all sit down with clients. So typically, what happens is like the ones, like most insurance companies, guys, keep in mind they're selling numbers. They're not selling concepts. So that's why, like, you sit down with families sometimes, they're like, oh, we're fine. We have plenty of insurance. How much do you have? 50,000. I'm good. Good. And they do that. Like, they just are good. Like, especially if they got 100,000, we got plenty of insurance. Okay? Say no more. I got you.
Say less.
So, yeah. So basically the idea is this. We have concepts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So first thing you want to ask people is this, at the needs analysis: what was the reason for you purchasing that policy? Oh, like 2 things they're going to say. They're going to make your job easier, or they're going to make you lead them. So if they make your job easier, they're going to say, oh, I got it for the house. That 200,000 went there, it was spent on that concept. So this is taken care of. Now they don't got this, they don't got this, they don't have that and that. Do you see where I'm going with that? Mm-hmm. They can sometimes make your job harder, which I don't think it's that hard. I like it when they do that. So sometimes they'll say, oh, I just got it to, you know, to have it for my family. Usually you want to ask that question after number 1 on the needs analysis. You already know how much money they make, right? You want to fill that out first. Remember, like, the questions are, guys, you know, everything we do is on enrollment base, on 1 hour's wage a week. What's the monthly income that you bring home? 3,000. Okay. Do you have any life insurance outside of work?
No.
Good. Okay, you don't? Okay. How about any insurance through work? Just the 10,000 or 15,000? You do? Okay. Do you currently own or rent? You own? Okay.
Yeah.
How much is your mortgage? 200,000? Okay, perfect. We'll put it down. Do you guys currently have a policy that would pay off for your house should you pass away? Oh, you don't? No problem. No problem. So basically, boom, now we know their situation. Now we know how much money they make, right? Now we know how much they're gonna need for income protection per year should they pass away. We know what their, you know, all of their expenses are, right? So if they say, like, let's say we make it even harder, they don't have a mortgage, right? The house is paid off or they're renting. Okay, so this is not a concern. So we wouldn't pitch that, right? We would cross that out. But they say they have $200,000 worth of life insurance. What was the reason for you guys putting that policy in place?
Just make sure my wife had money.
Okay.
If something happens.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
In your situation, Tiffany, it looks like that 200,000 is probably going to protect your income, right? For at least the next 4 years. So,
yeah.
So basically, like, what we did, we spent that money right there. Now they don't have this, they don't have this and this. That's how you know what to pitch. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the way you do it is you spend it proactively. Yeah, so that's a great amount of coverage, Tiffany. You know, 200,000. I mean, that's not what everybody has. You know, so you know, some people don't even have that at all. You know, so definitely a great job. You know, which company is that through?
State Farm.
They're a phenomenal company. They've been around for a long time. Man, I love their commercial. Like Jake from State Farm. How funny are those, huh? So like constantly like upbeat, positive, right? So when I pitch them, I want to say this. Guys, so everything that we do is based on the members' concerns. In your situation, first thing that I'm going to do is still stay positive. In your situation, Tiffin, you have done an amazing job of taking care of your income. You already have, you know, 4 years of your income taken care of. The reason why I did 4 years, because if they're making, like, let's say 2,500 and they're making 50,000 a year, boom, 4 years of their income would be 200,000. Usually, guys, most financial advisors, so watch this. Most financial advisors, they recommend, you know, to set aside somewhere between 4 to 8 years of your income, but at least you've done 4, which is huge. Do you see what I just did there?
Yeah, they have the lowest.
The lowest of the low, number one. Number two is maybe they don't care so much about the funeral and final expenses. Maybe they don't care so much about the kids' education. I never closed that as an opportunity to go back and pitch again. Do you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I always leave the opportunity there, as you know, if that's something that they care about. So But yeah, the only thing that the needs analysis is talking about, guys, it has to do with well, first thing, you know, it's talking about our, you know, our funeral and final expenses. Now, does anyone ever die at the right time?
No.
Now I'm transitioning into the pitch. So I acknowledge that they have that taken care of. Number one, I'm not being an agent that like is just gonna show them some more insurance just to show them some more insurance. If you don't have concepts, guys, to sell them, and listen to this, you know, because this is more than likely gonna be term, right? And they're more than likely paying $70 a month. If you don't pitch concepts, it's going to be freaking impossible for you to sell them $50,000 of whole life for $200 a month. Good luck. Why would they do $50,000 of $200 a month more when they're getting $200,000 for $70 there? Regardless of if you explain to them how term and whole life works, it's still gonna sound more appealing with term. Just in case, Mary, you know, just in case, babe, you know, just in case I die, you know, that's a lot more money. So that's why pitching concepts is what makes this company great. And pitching concepts is what makes a salesperson from good to great. So that's essentially the idea. Now, I'm sure you guys have sat down with our clients, like they have like 10,000 of whole life. They're like, oh, what was the reason for you putting this in place? So I got my funeral taken care of with that. When they have another like 20,000 of whole life somewhere else with another company, that could have been your funeral too. But you got the funeral with us, you know what I mean? Because they love the freedom of choice. Sometimes, like I'm sure you guys have sat down with clients that have 30,000 of whole life here, 50 there, 50 here, 50 with another company. Reason being is because each agent that met with them sold them a concept, or they either loved the agent, one or the other. You know what I mean? So that's why, you know, this is how this should work. Your mindset should always work like with hard cards. All right, what do they have? How am I gonna spend it based on the concepts? And if you spend it based on the concepts, then start with that first by saying, guys, you know, first things first, you've done a great job of putting in place your income protection for 4 years. Usually most financial advisors, they recommend between 4 and 8. You've done a phenomenal job though, taking care of 4. The only thing that this is talking about is, boom, now you're transitioning into the pitch. So again, the number one key to this is to paint the picture of what to pitch, and most importantly, to start with what they currently have. Any questions there? What the fuck is going on out there? Sounds weird.
Kind of
It sounds like a hostage situation. But